guys, I'm Chad Hoover and you're watching Monster Bass, where we're going to talk about fishing crankbaits for post-spawn females. Here we go. Oh yeah. God, this is a good fish right here. Yeah, baby. Woo! All right, guys, so listen, that female was right where she was supposed to be. The first available cover adjacent to a spawning flat. So right over here, about 50, 75 yards away, we got a little spawning flat. There's a couple of old beds on there. And she was on the first piece of available cover and probably about 5.5, 6 foot of water. But what it is these docks have T's on them. So the walking part of the dock runs into the actual covered part of the dock, and that 90-degree angle creates a really nice little spot for those fish to stage. Now, if you skip a Ned rig or something out on the outer parts of the dock, you're gonna catch a lot of small fish. Those big females move in and they kind of stake their claim on the best spot. And what's really cool about this Monster Bass Rollo 6 is it's a broad body bait, so it moves a lot of water, but it's not flat-sided, so you get a lot of roll. And I really like this spade bill over a square bill for running into docks, because a square bill, when it hits the corner of a dock, will have a tendency to turn 90 degrees and you hang up a lot. That spade bill really allows you to run that thing. And what I did there is what I like to call fishing around the corner. I'll throw the bait around the corner and then change my rod angle so that I run it into the bait and it comes off that corner. And a lot of times, even if they don't want to bite, they bite because of the reaction bite. I think that fish actually chased it down. But man, you throw that bait up around the corner, bring your rod tip around where the line's actually running around the pole. All you have to do is make sure that you're ready for the hit and you don't end up getting your arm broke, because that's exactly what happens down here in Florida when you're grinding a crankbait around those dock legs, especially if you can find those dock legs adjacent to spawning flats in about 6 foot of water where that dock goes way out and there's a lot of smaller fish out on the end. Those big fish are going to be up there in that juicy spot. Another big reason for choosing a crankbait in this situation is it's a bait that's going to displace water. It's going to have a lot of flash, but you're going to be able to cover a lot of water. So yeah, you could throw a soft plastic or a jig and you can pinpoint fish, but by showing this bait to more fish and fishing for the more aggressive fish out there, as long as you're covering a lot of water, and you're going to put your lure in front of more fish. And in my opinion, this time of year, you have a lot better chance of catching more fish, and you definitely have a lot better chance of catching the biggest, most active fish out there. So I like the fact that I can run this at a steady depth. I like the fact that I can throw it shallow. I can get it out in those intermediate depths, change angles, and really give these fish something different to look at with the same bait. And I think that once you have these fronts start to move in and these fish are trying to feed up, they're really more looking up and they're looking for a big meal. They're not nosing around the bottom looking for a crawfish or an emergent insect type bait. They're looking for something substantial, and a crankbait is that something substantial.